everyone, it's Finn. I thought I'd do a video just to catch you all up on where I'm at. In terms of preparing for surgery, it's come around so quick and I've just got 3 weeks now. I'm at my pre-op next week, is it? And then the op 2 weeks after that. So yeah, it's all feeling quite real now. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for all your messages, like your hints and tips and ideas of what to buy for surgery, how to cope with surgery. It's just been invaluable to me. Thank you so much. So hopefully I can pass some of that on once I've had mine and be able to help others. So where am I? Well, it's Christmas coming up as well, so I've kind of been doubly busy because I'm trying to get everything done, because after the 27th of November I'm not going to be much use to anyone. So I've got all my Christmas shopping done so I can get that all wrapped and all out the way. So I'm pretty much done now. So in terms of what I've bought, so I'll go through things. Look at my cool bag. I like sheep. So this has been recommended to me, this neoprene back support thing as used for a post-operative binder, because Dr. Andrew Yelland does give a binder, but apparently these are more comfortable. So I got myself one of those. George, absolutely amazing, recommended this stress-free surgery, which is kind of hypnosis meditation that you use leading up to the surgery, and then the other CD is for after the surgery. So that's absolutely perfect for me. Somebody also recommended a book to me, Care of the Soul, which I'm going to start reading, which seems absolutely perfect in terms of looking after my inner self throughout the surgery. So that's brilliant, and I shall be passing this on to other people as well after my surgery. Baby wipes for my delicate face, for my ass. Loose clothing, so I've got some just cheap Primani button-down shirts, one short-sleeved, one long-sleeved. Can't really deal with buttons, so I've got some cheap jog pants, sweatpants, whatever you want to call them. People have said don't bother so much with pyjamas because you're only in overnight, so I haven't bothered so much with that. Got some spare kind of gauze and some micropore. What else have I got? I've got loads of different food. Now, originally Nat wasn't going to be off with me that much because she's working so many hours at the moment, but she's just handed a notice in. She's just basically not been very happy at her job, which is kind of a relief in a lot of ways, because now it means that I'm not going to have to kind of worry so much about how I'm going to cope at home. The whole family have been amazing. Nat's mum has offered for me to go and stay there if needs be. Nat's dad is offered to like be my taxi driver and drive me everywhere. I'm just so blessed. But now it means that Nat's going to be here, so that's amazing, because this is our journey, and everything I'm going through, Nat's going through, and she wanted to be really there for all of it, so that's good. But what I did do is get myself some food that I could prepare on my own. Now, I don't like pre-packaged instant food. I try and avoid it as much as possible. It's not good for you, it has loads of rubbish in it. But I found these by the food doctor, which is much healthier, so it's kind of like a version of a pot noodle. You just put water on it, and it's quinoa, bulgur wheat, and lots of protein and stuff in that. And some soups as well. So they're instant and they're easy, but they're not really bad for you. So that's cool. And there's loads of kind of like nuts and seeds, so there's lots of iron and multivitamins and that in those. Ginger tea has been recommended to help the sickness, so I've got some of that. Rosehip's been recommended to me loads as well, so I've got some rosehip tea. I already drink green tea, so I've got some more of that because that's really good for detoxing. I've got vitamin C. I read a really good article on trans guys, which I shall link at the bottom, about top surgery, and they recommend really high dose vitamin C for after the surgery because it's been shown to help recovery, so I've got those. I'm trying to go as little sugar as possible as I can, so this was recommended, agave syrup, and I've been using it instead of honey in my porridge, and it's really nice, and it's about the same price as honey, so I've been doing that. What else have we got here? I'm not going to talk too much in detail about this at the moment, but also on Trans Guys it talks about alternative options for scar serums. So I've gone a holistic route, and I've gone for, I can never pronounce this, tamanu oil, and rosehip seed oil, and I'm combining the two into another little bottle to use as a scar serum. But I will talk more about that when it comes to after surgery. And with this as well, silicone scar stuff is very, very expensive, but trans guys recommend using normal personal lubricant as long as you find a very clean and natural form of silicone, a third of the price. This was quite expensive, £6 for this little bottle, but it's a really clean, pure silicone personal lubricant, and it's still much less than all the other kind of silicone specific scar treatments are. So that's what I'm going to attempt to use for my scars when I've recovered. This is recommended as well, wrong way up, Finn, because apparently it's difficult to sleep in the surgery because all the lights on and off, whatever, so got myself one of those. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. I've got a tablet, I bought that a while ago, so I've been downloading stuff onto that to do Netflix and stuff for recovery. So yeah, physically, I'm pretty done, I think. Christmas shopping out the way, less stress. Every little bits and bobs I can think of needing. We've moved the flat around so that everything I need is on lower shelves. I've got to move the bathroom light because it's a pull cord and it needs to be a bit lower so I can pull it. Yeah, I think I'm as done as I can be physically. It's just mentally and emotionally now that I'm concentrating on, whereas this is going to come in great for that. I mean, I meditate twice a day at the moment, so I'm just trying to really up as much meditation and mindfulness as I can, and this is going to be great for that. Because the last week or so, the nerves have been really kicking in. It's starting to feel really real now. And although this is something that I've wanted, it's obviously still a fear thing. You know, I can't control this. I don't know exactly what the outcome's going to be. I'm hopeful it's going to be good. But who knows, you know, you don't know, and I think that's what's difficult for me. I'm a bit of a control freak, so not knowing exactly what's going to happen is quite hard for me. I mean, I know roughly from all the guys that have boldly gone before what to do, and you know, people have been really great in helping me to prepare as much as I can, but there's an element of this that I've just got to give over to the universe, and just there's not much I can do. And I think it's not so much the surgery itself I'm worried about. I have really high pain threshold, and I'm quite a good recoverer. I guess what it is for me, more than anything, is that loss of control, the having to ask for help, which I'm historically not very good at. I'm trying to be careful how I use my words at the moment. It's not good to say I'm not good at that, because I never used to be good at asking for help, but I have got better. But this is going to really test my ability to ask for help. And it's funny because I was discussing this in drama therapy, and this has been so useful, having drama therapy at the moment with all the stuff that's coming up around this. And another guy was talking about how he's having the same kind of issues with top surgery, that he can't quite envision going for it yet. He's talking about how he sees it as kind of very violent against the body. And I can really, really relate to that. I think the last few years since being in recovery and kind of having a different mindset, even though I wasn't happy with my body, and then eventually understood why, I started to be a lot more loving and accepting towards my body compared to how I used to be with my self-harm and what have you. So I think that another reason why I'm feeling a little bit anxious about top surgery is because it does feel very aggressive. You know, it's a very aggressive act that I'm putting my body through. So yeah, I think now that I'm kind of physically ready, in terms of have everything I need, I think now's the time to kind of just emotionally and kind of body physically take care of myself. And I'm trying at the moment to just become at peace with my chest as much as possible and stop looking at it with so much hate. To just spend the next few weeks up until surgery just giving my body real loving kindness and accepting the bits that I really don't like, and rather than looking at them and wanting to vomit, trying to look at them with love and let them go. Because that kind of mindset is going to help my body recover. So yeah, it's a funny time at the moment. On the one hand, I'm incredibly excited, but on the other hand, there's a lot of fear and an unknown, and how's my recovery going to be, and you know, yeah, it's just that loss of control and the how long is it going to take me to get well. Because something I'm very, very good at is when I have any difficulties, I'm really good at battling on through. Whereas with this, it's going to be the complete opposite. You know, when I'm having difficulty, I'm going to have to back off. I'm going to have to very much listen to my body and stop. Whereas at the moment, I have to listen to my body, and if it's coming up with anxiety and problems, then I kind of battle through as best I can. I do something really proactive, whereas I'm going to have to do the complete opposite. If my body is struggling, I'm going to have to kind of backtrack, lay down, relax, sleep, and that's different to how I usually cope. So these next kind of few months, it's going to be a real test for me, and I'm going to learn a lot about myself, I think. It's, you know, there's always opportunities for growth and learning, and this is going to be a massive one. So I've just got to be very mindful that I am asking for help. I'm not just battling on, I'm going, okay, my body hurts, I'm tired, I'm relaxing, you know. I've got everything prepared I need, I'm up to date with study, I've banked some assessment scores from when I was last doing this module, so I've got nothing to worry about now until February in terms of my study. Nat's off because she's handed a notice in, so we can just chill out and have a really nice, relaxing, healing, recovery Christmas. So yeah, that's where I am. I should put some links at the bottom to this trans guy stuff. And yeah, once I've put all this to the test and had the surgery, obviously I'll kind of put my own take on what I think's been the most helpful, etc, etc. But obviously I'm going to keep you updated anyway. But I just want to let you know where I'm at in the preparing phase. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But yeah, I will update soon, and as soon as I've been for the pre-op, I will talk through exactly what's going to be happening and what Yelland wants to do with me. I know I'm having double I, but yeah, I'll be able to talk about that in a bit more detail later on. So yeah, all good here. All good here. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.